Okay, you hear laser, and the first thing I think about is Austin Powers. Second thing I think about is, ooh, that's complicated. How did you come up with it?
Well, this was a device I invented for my son. He was 7 at the time and was really struggling transitioning from T-ball to seeing live pitching for the first time. And I knew if I could create a visual aid that I could simplify the process for him.
Right.
Wow.
You know, as a coach or...
I'm already lost, but I'm going to let you roll.
As a coach or a dad, you know, especially as a coach, I'd use terms like, you know, keep your hands inside the ball and terms like that. Well, for a 7-year-old kid, he looks at me and says, keep your hands inside the ball.
How do I get my hands inside the ball?
What does that mean?
Ball open up?
Right.
And so really tried to simplify the process for him. And this started out as a foam bat and a laser pointer inside a foam bat.
Right.
And from there, we developed it over the last year and a half to this product.
So I'm looking at it, it's a regular bat with a kind of a circle thing on the end of it with a laser. What does the laser do for you while you're swinging?
So the laser's a reference point, and we teach, a lot of guys will teach knob to catcher, and you'll see that a lot as the kids get older, right? And so it's so much easier to show a kid or actually be able to physically see it than it is to constantly put your hands, no, your hands here, nope, nope, like this, nope, like this. The minute the kid can see it and feel it, they can start to get that repetition, and that's where muscle memory kicks in, and that, you know, that's that strong loaded position we're looking for. And that's really the basis of where this thing started. But beyond that, my son was really struggling with a long swing. Everything he wanted to do, he wanted to drop the barrel and be long through the zone.
Sure, right.
And that's a hard thing to break, and that's really a plague for most young hitters.
You mean you couldn't just say throw your hands?
Right, just throw your hands at it, right? Throw your hands, keep your hands inside the baseball. So I really needed this device, and we started working on it, and you know, after about 5 minutes of playing Star Wars, we got into it. We said, here, let this, you know.
Right, gotcha,
Yeah, so, you know, we learned that if you keep the laser on the ground in front of us, as we're going through the swing path, then I know two things. I'm taking my hands straight to the ball, and the barrel's above my hands, and I'm coming through the zone.
Right.
The minute you drop the barrel, we lose the laser.
Right.
So it's a really easy thing to track, and it made it really simple for kids to understand. Especially, you know, the sweet spot for this is, you know, 9 to 10 to 11-year-old kids who can start some of these fundamentals up early. You know, that way it's they're not struggling with it later on in their career.
That's really cool too, because you can directionally teach swing. So instead of saying go with it, if you lose sight of that laser and the pitch is on the outer half and he knows he's got to go to right field and you want him inside out, he'll still be able to see that laser.
You can still see it, but you know, there's a lot of philosophies with hitting too. There's a lot of guys who'll teach knob to catch or knob to ball and things of that nature. So this is a tool that, you know, it works for any kind of
I like
hitting.
that. I can kind of envision how it's working.
Right. So you got guys who are teaching linear hitting versus rotational and vice versa and all that. So I mean, there's guys, and it works for every single thing. You know, whatever the coach wants to teach, you can instruct it with this tool because it's simply a visual aid to help instruct that.
Justin McClure joining us, the founder and inventor of Launch Laser. Where can folks see it? Where can they come out and get it from you?
Well, we've teamed up with Baseball Youth right now. We are touring on the East Coast, West Coast, and Central right now. This weekend, we're in the Grand Slam World Series of Baseball. That's in Panama City Beach, Florida, so you can come check them out there.
Yeah.
We're also in the Central Tour, which is in Omaha. That's the Slump Busters.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And that's in Omaha, Nebraska. And then we're also on the West Tour. That's the AAYBA World Series, and that's in Flower Mound, Texas. So we're out there, and we're on tour with Baseball Youth for the next, I don't know, another 3 months or so.
And also here at Baseball Village.
Absolutely. So
where
we're here.
Where are you located? Where are you located in Baseball Village?
We are right behind you guys. We're on the opposite side of the MLB.com Academy.
Just south of 13th and Mike Fahey Street.
There we go.
Right inside of here.
I got a quick question. We were talking about the Slump Busters tournament on our morning show, and I was telling my partner Gary, he's inside doing, you know, he's got the behind the scenes, he's in the dugout, he's the sidelines guy, so he hasn't had a chance to get out here and interact. How many teams were in that Slump Buster tournament? Because everybody that I've seen has said that they've been playing in this Slump Buster tournament. It is unreal.
I believe, and Eric's giving me signals here. He's from Baseball Youth. I believe there's 100 teams in this tournament, which is just huge.
Yeah, or even more. I remember a couple of years ago.
120? 100.
Yeah, per week. It was like 1,000 teams that were here a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Remember when we had...
we were flooded.
Steve Garvey walks up. He's got 2 teams that he's bringing to Slump Busters. Walks up and does an interview with us at Rosenblatt like in 07 or 08. And that was 1,000 then. They bring a ton of people here. It's a huge part of the economy during the College World Series for Council Bluffs and Omaha. It's enormous.
All I care about is what things like these lasers and teaching kids to hit at a young age.
Yep.
We have a chance to still outdo soccer for our youth. I'm a baseball guy, so I want kids playing baseball.
Absolutely.
You quicken the learning curve.
We believe so. Yeah, we're
That's-
excited about the
that's
product.
outstanding.
As soon as they can be successful, they're going to fall in love with the game too, right?
Absolutely. That
You
was the
see
big
it pretty
thing.
quickly.
Absolutely. My son, he could see it. He was struggling, and with that struggle came,
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't know, and I'm not really.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm failing.
Right.
And so I wanted to fix that for him.
Sure.
And that was why. That's solely why I invented this.
That is so
That's
cool.
outstanding.
Justin McClure, founder and inventor of it, Launch Laser. You can find it right here. If you come to where we're located, one of the big garage doors, you can't miss it. It's right next to the batting cages. You can check out Launch Laser and get one for your kid.
You can also go to launchlaser.com
and find all the stuff right there.
Absolutely. A lot of
Okay.